Once, long ago, in the quiet village of Okuru, there lived a little woman named Momachika. Nobody knew how old she was. Some said she was as old as the first tree that ever grew on the mountain. Others said she was just a traveler who never aged. Her back was slightly bent, but her steps were light like a bird hopping across dry leaves. Every morning, Momachika walked down the dusty red path that led from the village to the river. She carried no basket, no pot, no load, only a calabash tied to her waist and a soft humming on her lips. The villagers often saw her and greeted. "Good morning, Momachika." She would smile and reply, "Morning, my children. The sun will bless your day." But that morning was different. The air was heavy. The wind refused to blow. The birds on the tree were quiet. As Momachika walked, she saw something strange lying beside the path, a small, crouched figure that looked neither human nor spirit. It was wrapped in something that looked like a torn grey cloth, and it shivered like cold smoke. Momachika stopped. She bent slightly, her old eyes narrowing. "My child," she said softly, "who are you?" The creature lifted its head slowly. Two tired eyes, almost lifeless, stared back at her. Its voice came like a dry whisper. "Me. I am Noko, the spirit of sadness." Momachika gasped a little, then smiled, almost joyfully. "Oh. Sadness. So it is you." Noko looked confused. You know me?" it asked weakly. Momachika nodded. "Of course. You have sat with me many times by my fire. You have walked with me through many dark nights." Noko tilted its head. "Then why don't you fear me? Why don't you run away like the others do?" Momachika chuckled softly. "Why should I run, my child? You are faster than any legs. Even those who run will meet you one day. But tell me, why do you look so thin, like smoke about to disappear?" "I am sad," said Noko in a trembling voice. Momachika sat down beside the spirit on the red earth. She dusted her wrapper and looked at it with gentle eyes. "Then tell me, Noko," she said, "what makes sadness so sad?" For a long time, the spirit said nothing. The wind whistled softly through the tall grass. Finally, Noko sighed, its shoulders shaking like leaves. "You know, Momachika," it began, "nobody wants me. I go where people's hearts are heavy, but when I come, they chase me away. They fear me as if I am a curse. When I sit beside them, they say, 'Go away.' I must be strong. When I hold their hands, they shout, 'I don't have time to be sad.'" Momachika listened quietly, her head nodding. Noko continued, "They hide from me. They pretend. They cover their pain with laughter that doesn't reach their eyes. They say, 'I am fine.' But I see the cracks in their hearts. I see how they swallow their tears. They say, 'Real men don't cry,' and their hearts grow hard like I'm left too long in the fire. They say, 'I'm okay,' while their spirits bleed inside." Momachika sighed deeply. "Oh, I have seen such people. Their smiles are wide, but their eyes are dry and lonely." Noko nodded sadly. "I only wish to help them heal. When I come close, I make their hearts quiet, so they can listen to themselves. I help them cry out the pain that sits like a stone in their chest. But they think I am their enemy. They drink, they eat too much, they talk too loud, anything to stop feeling me. And so I grow weaker and weaker." Momachika looked at Noko for a long time, then reached out and touched the spirit's shoulder. It felt soft, like mist. "Cry if you must," she whispered. "Cry, Noko. Let the earth hear you. You have carried too many tears that are not yours." And so Noko began to cry. First a small sob, then louder, until the wind seemed to join in. The sky grew dark. The clouds gathered, and soon, a gentle rain began to fall, soft, cleansing, peaceful. Mama Chica opened her palms and let the raindrops touch her face. Oh, she murmured, you see. Even the sky cries with you. For a long time, they sat together, the old woman and the spirit of sadness, until the rain slowed and the clouds cleared. When Ndoko lifted its head again, its grey cloth had turned light blue, like the sky after dawn. It looked at Mama Chica with wide eyes. You stayed with me, it said softly. No one has ever done that. Mama Chica smiled and stood up slowly. Why wouldn't I stay? You are part of life, Ndoko. Even the strongest tree bends when the storm comes. And even the storm must one day end. Ndoko tilted its head. But why would you care for me? Who are you, Mama Chica? The old woman's eyes sparkled like stars in water. She smiled, and her voice grew soft like a lullaby. Me, she said. I am Olyamo, the spirit of hope. Wherever you go, I follow. For even when the heart is heavy, I reminded that dawn will come again. Ndoko's eyes filled with wonder. Then we must walk together. Mama Chica nodded. Yes, my child. Sadness and hope must always walk side by side. Alone, you are too heavy. Alone, I am too light. But together, we teach the heart how to break and how to mend. And so, they walked together down the dusty red path, one small and bright, the other soft and shadowy, moving toward the village where humans laughed and cried and tried to live through both. From that day, whenever a person in Okuru wept and later found the strength to smile again, the elders would say, "Oh, Mama Chica and Ndoko have passed through this heart." And so it was, for in every sorrow that heals, sadness and hope still walk together.